Sir, I congratulate the Honourable Speaker for having chosen to discuss the demands of the Ministry of Skill Development, because it paves the way for getting views from different quarters of this House, so as to achieve the Honourable Prime Minister's dream of making India the skill capital of the world. But the challenge is to cement the fractured skill ecosystem existing in the country over many decades. With a committed and dynamic minister like Mr. Rudy at the helm of affairs, I am confident that we will be able to face this challenge and convert it into an opportunity. I am saying opportunity because India is now one of the youngest nations in the world, as many speakers have already mentioned, with more than 62% of its population in the working age group of 15 to 59, and more than 54% of our population is below 25 years. This is the demographic dividend that we have, sir. But at the same time, if you look at the workforce with formal vocational training, it's shameful, sir. It's only 2.2% of our population. If we compare this with countries around the world, South Korea leads with 96%, Japan at 80%, Germany at 75%, UK at 68%, Australia 60%, and even China is at 47%, sir. But we are at meager 2.2% of our population is skilled. So this is a big challenge. And even if we increase the skilled workforce from the existing 2.2% to 22% by 2022, it would be a great achievement, sir. The second challenge is that we have a very small capacity of vocational stream at the school level. There is less than 2% enrollment in vocational stream in high school when compared to 50% in China and nearly 60% in Japan. It is because of this very low percentage of vocational capacity, we have just 2.9 lakh apprentices when compared to UK's 8.6 lakhs, Germany's 30 lakh, Japan's 1 crore, and China's 2 crore apprentices. So the Honourable Minister has to take steps to wipe out the mindset of the people who give preference to academics over technical skills. Sir, I also wish to point out that academic knowledge can become outdated or obsolete, but skills are more durable and should be emphasized. People will be employable for much longer period with good skill set compared to just educational knowledge, sir. So the emphasis has to be given on skill development. The third challenge, sir, is about resources. With a meager 1,800 crores for the ministry, I fail to understand how the minister will be able to balance his priorities, sir. I strongly feel the budget given is not enough, and I appeal to the House to request the Finance Minister for enhancing the same, not at the RE stage, but at the BE stage itself, sir. If you look at the skill requirements, there are 24 to 25 sectors where you need skilled people. But out of these, there are 10 sectors which require the bulk of the skilled workforce. These include building, construction, and real estate, with a requirement for 330 lakh people, transport and logistics, with a demand for 350 lakhs, infrastructure sector with a demand for 10 crore people, healthcare sector 127 lakhs, and retail sector will require 17 crore people, sir. To achieve this, the Honourable Minister has undertaken some schemes like the PM KV Kaushal Vikas Yojana with budget allocation of 1,700 crores, setting up of ITI's skill loan scheme, etc. But I wish to only touch on the skill loan scheme, sir. Under this, you are going to distribute 34 lakh skill loans in a span of 5 years by giving amounts ranging between 5,000 and 1.5 lakh without any collateral requirement. But so far, the scheme has not been notified. I request that this should be rolled out immediately and increase the number of loans from 34 lakhs to 1 crore. It is only then, even if 50% of them succeed, they can provide skills to many people, sir. I remember the Honourable Prime Minister asking the Ministry to prepare a skill map of the world and find out the skill requirements of each country and the areas in which they need skilled workforce. The House would be happy to know as to what the Ministry has done in this regard. The Honourable Prime Minister has rightly asked this because by 2020, India will have a labour surplus of 4.7 crore people, whereas many countries would face a total deficit of 5.65 crore people. So we have to take steps to translate this demographic dividend into a developmental payoff. The Honourable Finance Minister announced in the budget that 1,500 multi-skilled training institute will be set up on a PPP mode. I hope that the Honourable Minister will fully utilize this announcement and push this proposal to ensure that skilled training institutes are a new generation of ITIs. Secondly, the World Bank has also approved a project called Skill Training for Employability Leveraging PPP. I would like to know the status of this project, sir, because merely skilling is not enough. We want the people should have enough skills for employability. Otherwise, what is happening with engineering graduates will happen with the skilled workforce as well, sir. Sir, one very important point I would like to make is the importance of dignity of labor, sir. Sir, as a child growing up in America, I delivered newspapers, I worked in a tennis club, I worked in men's retail, I did many odd jobs while I was growing up, and I never felt ashamed about it, and I never felt disrespected because of that. But today, if we look at our workforce in India, if you look at our security guards, our drivers, our domestic workers, our waiters, gardeners, construction labor, even the workmen in factories, I don't think they feel as well respected in society, sir. I think we have dignity of labor problem, not that people who are doing the labor feel that they're not dignified, but I don't think the society is recognizing the value that they're contributing to society and giving them the respect that they deserve. And because of this, many people are not willing to take up these jobs. If you look at children of farmers, getting them to get trained is one challenge, but then getting them to be put into a job which they feel is below their dignity is another big challenge. And therefore, even though we have people, we may skill them, they may not be willing to do these jobs unless we improve this dignity of labor, sir. Coming to AP, sir, we require 9 lakh skilled workers in areas of smart cities, grids, industrial hubs, IT, and etc. in the next 4 years to build a new state as per the State Skill Development Corporation. But if you look at targets and achievement under the Skill Development Initiative scheme from 2011-12 to 14-15, we have not even achieved 1/3 of this, sir. It was targeted to provide 1.6 lakh skilled force, but only 50,000 have been able to be provided with skills so far. So I request the Honourable Minister to pay more attention to AP, since it is starting its journey from scratch and requires the support of your ministry the most to reach its destination. Sir, just a few suggestions. I suggest for consideration of the Honourable Minister for setting up 5 to 6 multi-skilling institutions in each district with sector-wise skill councils in every state. Second, there is a need to set up a skill university on the lines of Central University in every state. Mr. Rudy should discuss with the Minister of Corporate Affairs and convince him that some portion of CSR money should be permitted for use in skill development. Sir, I'd like to draw the attention again to the Minister on this particular point. Rudy ji, if today CSR funds are not allowed to be utilized for skill development, I think that's a big anomaly, and I think if you can speak with the Minister of Corporate Affairs to get this changed, a lot more corporate money can come into skill development, which is a dire need, sir. Sir, the Minister also has to take steps to incorporate skill development courses in polytechnics and engineering colleges. Although I know some of this is happening, it can happen a lot more, sir. The Honourable Minister is very well aware that we have huge infrastructure in railways, road transport, PSUs, etc., which we have to fully utilize for skilling India, sir. Sir, we have not signed any MOU with Japan and Korea, which are the pioneers in producing skilled workforce. We should utilize their expertise and take their help to achieve our goals as well. I'm concluding, sir. With Startup India and Stand Up India initiatives, I am sure that the government would achieve its objective of creating 3,000 startups in the coming 5 years. And Stand Up India initiative will boost the entrepreneurship among women, SCs and STs. But I suggest for consideration of the Honourable Minister to also include OBCs in this list. And secondly, under Stand Up India, I think you are asking every branch of bank to sanction at least 2 projects, one for women and one for SC and STs. Here also I request you to please include OBCs under this and direct banks to sanction these projects, the last one for OBCs as well. With these observations, I support the demands of the ministry. Thank you, sir.
वैसी साहब कि आप अपनी वाइफ के नाम पे लोन लीजिएगा 1 करोड़ का.
Question hour is over. नहीं, कोई गलत बात नहीं कही, आप चिंता मत करें.